Hello, everyone. Welcome to a collective message. My name is Leah. I am a light worker. I am a channeler. I use tarot and oracle decks as my main source of channeling, though I do have experience with various types of divination tools, and my overall hope with making videos of channeling is to give you clarification on divine information that you need in terms of your journey with being a divine being, baby. So, welcome. I'm really excited about today's video because there has been recent shifts and change with the way that your lifestyle has been happening. And in terms of downloads, I got this morning was you before it felt like you were throwing darts in the dark and you were trying to hit your target. You know it's like ahead of you, but when it's like in the dark, it's really hard to see what's in front of you, obviously. So, what has been happening that I've been channeled is that you've been going through this clarification process when it comes to shadow work, and you're bringing up a lot of the past, but you're using the perspective of where you are now, what your beliefs are now, your opinions, your judgments, kind of like in sense of wise mind. You've learned how to balance out the rational mind and the emotional mind. So now you're at a place where things before you were like throwing darts in the dark, now there is light around you, there's clarity. Now you're realizing that it's not as hard to hit your target because, for one, you have been doing, like, you have been still implementing that, trying to throw the dart every time. So you're still doing that motion of trying to hit the dart. But now that you've turned on the lights and you're like trying to hit the dart, it's so much easier now and it's so much more efficient and you're getting what you want out of it. Like you're actually receiving the manifestations in ways where you realize that's happening. So that's really exciting. I'm very excited for you to uncover this essence of what before was like in the dark. And now you're like realizing you're in this place where you're in the Page of Pentacles and you have recently graduated, and now you're in this in between stage of what do I want to do next? And so now that you're looking at what you want to do next, you're using this method of turning on the lights, and it's coming to a place where it's allowing you with your mindset to kind of like take you in the direction of success, like your definition of success, with a way where you feel like enlightened in ways where before you were really, really taking on other people's energy in terms of your mind, in terms of thoughts specifically. Before, I'm getting this message that it was very hard for you to remain light, remain positive when those around you were always resulting or acting in more of the dark matter. They were complaining a lot. They were bringing down the vibe in terms of low vibrational energy. And so now you've tapped into this way of sourcing your light energy, right? Sourcing the higher vibrational energy that you have really wanted to kind of, in sense of your lifestyle and mindset, you've really wanted this type of like enlightening mindset. Oh, I just hit it. You've wanted this enlightening mindset for so long. And what I'm getting is that before this, you have used that source of light for others. Like, yeah. that kind of like before you didn't realize the value of worthiness. You didn't realize, in terms of feeling worthy and valued, it's about starting from the inside and appreciating, and then the outside, you will find more people will value and will appreciate you. So you realize that you have to start on the inside when it comes to wanting to have a better life, wanting to have a more enlightened life. So when you notice, right, when you're kind of like going about your day and everything, for some reason, your mind is starting to catch on to when you are starting to react to low vibrational energy in a way of reacting. So, what I'm getting is that instead of reacting, this is more so you take a step back and you look at yourself. You look inside of how you feel, of your thoughts. Are you judging those around you when essentially it's like um, the defensive mechanism? Because I'm getting also that before, when you were judging others, it was from a place where you were needing to feel like you have to defend your own opinion, and you have to defend the way that you live your life, the way that you value yourself. So as you continue to value and honor what is going on inside, how you feel inside, and I'm getting it's right in the morning. It's right when you wake up. You start to tune into your thoughts and start to tune into, wait a second, is this thought going to lead me down a path that's going to make me feel enlightened? Or is it going to fill me with doubt and fear? Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So this is really, really awesome step for you to take an essence of balancing when it comes to the rational mind, meaning that you're dealing with logistical facts, and then the emotional mind, meaning you're listening to the emotions, because your emotions will be such good motivators for your thoughts, which will be kind of the direction of your actions and your reactions. And so the change that you have the capability of doing or contributing to is change within you. I'm getting this realization, this kind of feeling that you've recently realized that there's there's only the way. So when it comes to inside of you and wanting to change, right? I'm getting that before wanting to change, you were looking at the outside of changing things on the outside, moving around things on the outside. But you're starting to become more aware that when you really hone in on how you can change on the inside with your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your beliefs, your judgments, things like that, you're starting to see that that's where the change really needs to happen. That's where the outside starts to show, because you're honing in on the inside. And guaranteed, if you can honor your emotions, and if you can see your emotions as important as you might see other things in your life, you're going to start to receive a lot of honor and respect from the outside, because everything that you concentrate on the inside will reflect on the outside, with people, with coincidences, with luck, with fate, with anything in terms of the outside contributing to your world, because it is a balance between you and the rest of the world. And the more that you learn how to balance you, it's so effortless. Like, you don't even need to do anything in terms of contributing to the outside, because it's the outside's role to match with the inside. The manifest or true manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Okay. So when it comes to the highest good for all, when it comes to that, that is about balancing inside. The highest good of all is about making sure that you, how would I put this? You honor and you value and you find worth in who you are in this very moment. In the moment of I am is when you start to find that that is kind of giving you the essence of what really is for the highest good of all. Because really, though, if you can help yourself when it comes to balancing out yourself on the inside with things that you can control, you're also going to help your world out in terms of outside of you because the reflection is there. The reflection is there. I also have been like being rammed recently in my thoughts with mirror work. I don't know if anyone else has done that in tune of manifestation, but I have been given so many different signs that this would, in a way, it would help you get into the form of who you want to be because you're like looking in your eyes, right, in the mirror. You're listening to your own voice, you're listening to your own opinion, and there's no one in between. It's just you and your reflection. And it does help when it comes to understanding how the inside affects the outside and how the outside is just a reflection of the inside. In terms of like understanding that kind of back and forth, it will help you kind of like, what is it? It ease that understanding, make the understanding more efficient. So that is the message that I have. I want to do very quickly a past, present, and future from this moment and see where exactly you came from, like this exact moment, where you came from, where you are now, and where you will be in the future. And this is really like inside, right? Inside of your mind, inside of what direction you're going in. Okay, so we have in the past, manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co create an experience that elevates my spirit in the spirit of the world. So, in the past, you've really been honing in on what exactly manifestation is for you. What is the process for you in terms of it? Everyone has their own way of manifesting because we're all beautiful individual snowflakes in the form of human being vessels. Absolutely. But you have your own way. And in the past, you started to understand how to make the process of manifesting way more efficient. In the present, you have my greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force, they come through freedom. So I'm getting the essence of waving the white flag in methods that you have tried over and over again, and you have reached like kind of burnout, or you've come to the understanding that you need to change. And through being able to accept that you kind of like need to go back to the start, but you still have the wisdom, right? So you're able to use the wisdom that you learned before in the start, and that will help you kind of, in essence, maybe skip over a couple steps that before you didn't have the wisdom to help guide you to like cut corners and everything and get to like where you want to be a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently. And then in the future, we have appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. So in the future, you're absolutely going to start implementing a lot more appreciation to you, to the inner world of you. And you're going to be able to see that that is the essence of your power by being able to also come to the present moment, because you will find that you can control everything that you need to in the present moment. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you had a good time. Yeah, thank you again. I really appreciate it. If you want, you can follow or see my other content to get more of who I am as a person. I'm not just a reader, I am more than that. I'm an artist, I'm a crafter, I'm a friend, I'm a family member. So much to me. But this is also me reading, and channeling is a huge part of me. But anyway, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a good time. Until next video, drink some water. It will help rejuvenate. Sometimes actually it helps me when I'm like really hungry and I want to eat. I just realize I've been dehydrated. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Have a good day, everyone.